three sides, and the Verdun railway had been closed in the July of 1915 by the Germans after continuous attacks. The French only had a small railway to carry supplies, while the Germans controlled many railways that were only miles away from the front lines of the Verdun front. The German Fifth Army was being heavily reinforced by corps, and some were stationed behind the front lines ready to attack as soon as the French lines fell. The Germans were preparing large amounts of ammunition for an offensive. In fact, they planned to fire 2 million shells in the first 6 days. The Germans had also set up several repair shops on the front lines. It was obvious they were planning something big. They had also set up large amounts of artillery, 1,201 to be exact, in order to decimate the French. Some of the artillery they had captured from the Russians and Belgians in earlier battles. The German plan was to attack from 4 sides of the Wolva Plain. Artillery was to start firing on the morning of the 12th of February, and at 5 p.m. the infantry would move in. The German soldiers attacked regularly to put immense pressure on the French. The Germans also wanted a quick capture of Verdun, so they decided that the real enemy was Britain, not France. But for Britain to collapse, they first needed France to fall. Meanwhile, on the French side, in 1915, the French started building in the trenches, and in January of 1916, the Chief of Staff at the French General Headquarters came for an inspection to see if the defences were satisfactory. He reported they were. The largest fort was Dormont, and the only artillery they had was a 75mm and 155mm turret gun. The forts were also used as barracks for technicians. At this stage, we're in early February of 1916, a few days away from the battle. Skip ahead to the 12th of February, the day of the battle. The wind and rain delayed the offensive until 7:15 a.m., when the Germans ruined any small chance for a peaceful resolution, with 808 German guns doing this.